She really doesn't belong here.
Look at how weak she is.
I honestly think she should just give up.
Let's talk about something we've all felt. That silent drain on our energy and our work. Office negativity. In this explainer, we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to build a professional toolkit. One that helps you manage it effectively, so you can protect your focus for the things that really matter. Let's dive in.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You walk into a meeting feeling great, full of ideas, but you walk out feeling like someone pulled the plug on your energy. And it wasn't the work. No, it was that cloud of pessimism, that constant criticism from a colleague. That's the feeling, that emotional exhaustion, that we're going to tackle head-on today.
So why is this such a big deal? I mean, it's just words, right? Well, no. Constant negativity isn't just a minor annoyance. It's a serious energy vampire that directly hits your focus, your creativity, and, let's be honest, your ability to get things done. Let's break down exactly how it works.
Okay, this is actually pretty wild. Think of negativity like a virus, because that's basically how our brains treat it. We are literally wired to absorb the emotions of people around us. It's called empathy. So when you're stuck in a room with someone saying, "That'll never work," or "This is a terrible idea," that pessimism can actually infect your own mindset. And that's why learning to protect yourself isn't selfish, it's an absolutely essential professional skill.
So how do we build up our immunity to this virus? Well, it all starts with one huge, crucial mindset shift. This is maybe the most powerful tool you have. You have to understand that most of the time, a coworker's negativity, it's not actually about you at all.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you hear a direct shot at your idea. Your idea will never work. It feels like a personal attack on your competence. But look at what's often happening under the surface. It's not about your idea. It's about their fear of change, their fear of failure. It's a reflection of their own baggage, not an objective truth about your work. And once you realize that, bam, that realization becomes your shield. It gives you the power to create a separation. Over here is their fear and their insecurity. And over here, completely separate, is your professional truth and the value of your work. That separation is everything. It protects your confidence and keeps you moving forward. Okay, so now we've got our mental shield up. That's step one. Now, let's load up our toolkit with some actionable strategies. This next part is all about setting clear professional boundaries so you can actively manage those draining conversations.
It really boils down to a pretty simple three-step process. First, you just have to notice. Just pay attention. Who or what consistently leaves you feeling drained? Once you've identified the source, you move to step two, state your boundary. And this is not about starting a fight. It's about using calm, totally neutral language. And then, the most important part, step three, you immediately redirect the conversation. You pivot back to something productive.
Now I know what you're thinking. What do I actually say? Well, here you go. These are some fantastic phrases you can just grab and use. Things like, "I hear your concerns, but to keep us on track, let's focus on solutions." Or, "I understand the frustration. What are our immediate next steps?" See what they all do? They acknowledge the other person's feeling, but then they immediately, professionally, steer the ship back towards productive waters. You know, when you put all these pieces together, the mindset shift, setting boundaries, using those redirection phrases, it all points to one thing. It's all about empowering you to take control, to take ownership of your professional environment, and most importantly, your own peace of mind within it.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? This is the absolute core of it. You can't make a negative person positive. You just can't. But you have 100% control over your response. You decide what you accept, what you just let roll off your back, and what kind of professional you want to be. Ultimately, protecting your peace, that's on you.
So I'm going to leave you with a challenge, a question to think about. Based on everything we've talked about, what is just one small professional boundary you're going to set this week? Think about it, because putting this stuff into practice is where the real change begins. Thanks for digging into this with me.